much now.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us on the show today. I am Mariah Afolabi Brown. As always, I have my lovely co-host here with me. Hi, ladies.
Good morning.
Hello, Mariah.
YK, I love your shoes.
Thank you.
The cameraman has to catch these shoes. YK, they're so beautiful.
Thank you very much.
Very difficult to wear.
I think there's something about boots.
It takes time to wear, right?
Yeah, because you have to undo all the laces.
But does it have a zip?
No, it
doesn't have a zip.
You have to do the laces.
Oh, wow. It's really nice. Huh.
Thank you. You know I love shoes.
We know you love shoes.
I'm a shoe
Very
person.
nice.
So if anybody loves to just give you shoes, but then to get your taste.
Go hard.
It's difficult to go hard.
No, I like all kinds of shoes. I like covered shoes, closed.
Flat. It has to be heeled.
We don't wear flats.
I do.
Oh, okay.
I do.
So it's just shoes.
Yeah, just shoe.
How
you doing, YK, though?
When we were growing up, we didn't have money to buy shoes.
So
I was like President Jonathan.
Ex-President
Jonathan.
That's so.
Only that
We saw what happened after.
Let me jump to Nima, Jerry. How are you doing, Nima?
Good morning, Mariah.
Who are you giving a shout out to today?
nobody.
I have plenty people, but there's no shout out today. I'm just looking forward to tomorrow. Actually, Grandma and Grandpa Olu, those ones that is Ikunle, I'll give them when I get home. I'm new for them. My car is ready. They're finishing it. So, but they've given me their cars for 2 weeks, and they wash it, clean it every morning, get it ready for me. You know, they're amazing people. It's Ikunle.
That you used to greet them.
So I watched the show on Tuesday where YK was saying that the military, they don't need to give us all their information, and Mariah said,
The
whalers, they will say they did not talk. And I remember on this same couch, many times I've said, they don't need to give us their modus operandi.
Thank you.
But they must give us information. That's why we have a Ministry of Information. After you have done it, you can say, this is what we did. Anybody who wants details can now write to you officially that, what are the names of those people? But if you don't give us information, is why the BBOG campaigners will be complaining.
right.
Make good governance seem like rocket science.
Unfortunately, we can't discuss
this. They tell us that, oh, we have done this, and you want to complain, they will give you a ticket. So you go there by yourself and find out. Right. Simple and straightforward.
How are you doing, Topsy?
Or give you the address.
How are you doing, Topsy?
I'm awesome.
Great.
Oh,
I'm in a good place.
We thank
I'm
God.
very excited.
Oh my God.
Generally,
it's amazing.
Well, I don't think that's I think I'm just learning to find joy within. It doesn't really have to, it doesn't matter, it's not placed on anything around. It's just, whatever happens, I decide to be happy, so I'm happy.
That's a good place to be.
The next time that we do, this is our show that we do at the end of the year, I'm going to imitate every single person here.
Producer, catch that one.
I'm
amazing.
I'm
How are you doing?
I'm great.
Everything.
The makeup looks really nice.
And Mariah,
I'm good.
That was a good
like that.
That's not me.
But you're like, always
For both of them to do it at the same time, that's you.
She really can't pretend.
May God have mercy on you.
Amen.
How are you?
I'm doing alright. I'm okay.
Mr. Brown.
So, was event is today. Wish you all the best.
Yes.
Really wish you all the best.
I'm sure
We're waiting for
Hi,
pictures.
I'm sure she's not watching us.
Hey, of course.
Can just say hi.
All right, let's take a break now. When we come back, we'll look at the pages of the newspaper. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Well,
Okay. The Punch. I couldn't say that on TV. You know? The Nigerian Air Force jet bombed Borno camp 3 times. Survivor recounts. Buhari cancels FEC meeting. Reps raise panel. Senate urges caution. Nigerian Senegalese troops set to storm Gambia. And federal government deploys fighter jets. Nigeria not safe without strong opposition, says McCarthy. Masterminds of the Nigerian-Turkish school kidnapped arrested, says police. Counselor, 4 others arrested for selling IDP food. Naval rating allegedly beat wife to death in Lagos. Pension asset rise to 66 trillion, actually. National Assembly okays MTEF raises oil benchmark to $44.50. Justice Nguta paid me 313 million naira to build his houses, his contractor. And federal government to unveil economic recovery plan in February. All right, let's take the human angle story, because the 3-time bombing thing, we can take in another story, in another headline, because it's all actually all over the papers.
So, human angle.
Yeah.
Naval officer from the Western Naval Command in Apapa, 30-year-old Omojoye Ayodele, has been arrested for killing his wife, 29-year-old Egbailo Mary.
Yes.
And what happened? Mary had gone to her church, Seraphim, and Ayodele went to pick her. They got into their one-room apartment, and people just heard arguments. And he beat her till she was weak and died. Now, there are many angles.
But the juicy part of the story, the moment he carried her himself, the landlady, another woman, carried her in the tricycle to the hospital. When they got to the hospital, she drank sniper. That's how she died. She drank sniper. She kept shouting. She drank sniper. She killed insecticide. She killed herself. And landlady kept looking at him. After everything settled down, they pronounced her dead. Landlady said, no, she did not drink sniper. You beat her to death. Yeah. So they now recounted to the police what happened. He said that she was hearing the noise as they were arguing, how he beat her. He threw her in the gutter. She got up and said, no, I want him to kill me. She entered back into the house, and he actually did kill her. She now carried her to her own shop, waiting for help to carry her to the hospital. Eventually, tricycle came about after an hour.
But the Navy spokesperson has said that she drank, it was suicide, that she drank sniper.
But the landlady cannot lie now.
No, I'm telling you.
Two sides to the story.
We read the story. Yes. These are all the sides.
Yes.
The Navy
the husband. The husband.
No, the spokesperson, the Navy spokesperson has issued a statement saying that it was suicide.
Okay, it is easy to prove sniper-based suicide and battery-based stealing. Autopsy will cure it. However, there's an advert that we run, a promo we run on TVC that shows that when you hear people fighting, you guys should gather and step up.
Purple campaign,
The Purple campaign say we should all step up. If the landlady actually was hearing that much noise, she came
to try to find out what happened.
She even took the lady to her shop, according to
the house, to find out why are you beating this one. Of course, the man pushed her out. You know, so it's very complicated, but it's an interesting sad story.
The woman came out now. The
landlady initially, when she heard the noise, went there. Asked the man what was going on. The man pushed the landlady out, kept beating the wife. The wife finally now came out. The man actually threw her in the gutter, according to her story. Then she walked out again and then went back into the house saying, I want you to kill me. You know, so the whole drama happened.
They said that the last statement she made before she died
was that she wanted palm oil.
She wanted palm oil.
Okay, moving on to the nation.
That
so maybe the first sniper down her throat.
Maybe she actually did drink sniper.
Revealed.
Autopsy.
Air Force jets hit IDPs after foreign alert. Nigeria deploys 200 Air Force men jets for action in Gambia. Lawmakers raise oil benchmark to $44.50. Which one, IDPs or Jamia? Which one are we going first?
The Air Force jet.
Explain how it happened.
According to the reports, it said the three bombs, or the three times. And according to the report, also said it was based on international intelligence that, you know, this bomb was thrown. So probably somebody was misinforming the Nigerian Air Force. But I want to believe that the objective is not to absorb us of any liability.
Yeah, what I read, the intelligence, they had the lack of information between the military, the emergency organizations, and the IDP.
They didn't know there was a camp there. Yes. The camp is privately run and it wasn't registered duly, so they didn't know that there was a camp there.
So
according to the survivor, the camp has been there for years. So how didn't they know that there was a camp there? That they were all lining up to collect food, and they still bombed them. That their line looks like insurgency. This was what the survivor said.
Abdulwahab Adam, a survivor, said because the bomb came 3 times and the way that the bomb came 3 times, it couldn't have been a mistake.
Could it have been they wanted to kill IDP people? I don't think so.
Well, the president has sent the team. We'll see what happens. Let's wait for the. Let's wait for
if we can get a military person that can explain to us how a bomb is thrown 3 times,
every
why
Nigerian
it should be.
is waiting for the explanation. So trust me, we are waiting for the reports from this investigation. Let's move on to Vanguard.
And that committee doesn't work.
Buhari cancels fake meeting as reps probe bombings. Senate okays government MTF opts for $44.50 as oil benchmark. Drama as suspect defecates in Lagos court. I read that.
I read it.
Jammeh, Air Force airlifts 200 personnel to Senegal. NJC tenders petition against Justice Ademola, and Turkish college kidnap. Disagreement among abductors delays victims' release. Okay, let's talk about
Jammeh.
Let's talk about
Jammeh. Let's talk about the defecation.
Let's talk about Jammeh first. Then we'll talk about the drama. Yes, Jammeh.
Jammeh, there are indications that he may have left Gambia overnight, giving up because Gambia is all of 2 million in population, and we had 5 West African countries going into the place.
Is it just Ikeja? It's like she's
yes, or maybe Ogun State.
No, Ogun State to be.
The funniest part, they said his own chief of army staff is saying, I cannot risk my men against this force.
And you did not see pictures of them removing their uniform and running away. They lie, we are not going to fight Nigerians.
But you know, the African dictators, why did it have to get to this point?
It's embarrassing.
They can never, they will never fight.
The man defecating in court.
Why can I read that story? Let me tell you.
I read it now. They said that he
stole motorcycle. He stole a
bicycle, 65,000 bicycle.
Yes.
And then they said he should enter his plea. As he was about to enter his plea, he just started peeing and urinating and defecating
on himself.
I wish we had time.
Wait, let me let you know.
People do these things in court. The first time I was on court attachment is like our IT at law school, and I did it at a magistrate court, and someone actually did that in court. We laughed it off. He came into the courtroom tearing his clothes. And they said, okay, we must arraign him at all costs. The next thing he just did, he went into the court and stood him in front of the magistrate. Even the magistrate went into our chamber.
Sometimes it could be that.
Sometimes
that fear.
No, this is not fair. This is not fair. Adding criminals do it to make sure that they don't take their plea.
No, but what happened was that they adjourned for a while. After they cleaned himself, they now started the court again.
Exactly, that's the solution.
Maybe he had a running stomach.
Yeah, he could just be spun up by fear or something.
I was scared. Okay, we'll talk about Jammeh, Abi.
Yes.
But Nigerians were saying to President Buhari that we did not see you send a troop to southern Kaduna. That is more than 2 million people. But you sent a troop of Nigerian army
foreign
to
policy.
Senegal.
Our foreign policy.
Yeah, okay, foreign policy. What happened to our
only
human
200
lives?
soldiers. They said they only 200 soldiers.
Moving on to Daily Sun, we have to round up very quickly. Nigerian Air Force fighter jets, airmen on mission to sack Jammeh. Trump, IPOB, right DSS and police. Senate furious over hunger in IDP camps. Turkish school, kidnap kingpin General Kakadu arrested. Tinubu, Kuri and I killed Obasanjo's third term Bites Kalu. Who has the Turkish school story?
No, just that they caught these 2 people in Warri.
Yes.
And they believe that they are the masterminds of the. So if they catch the 2 of them,
hopefully they can lead us to
no, not that they will lead you. The other ones will now give up. They are part our organs.
But they said they're having issues concerning money.
Exactly.
They're having some.
Some are insisting on the ransom demanded. Some are saying, okay, let's just take what the parents that are willing to pay ransom can afford. So because of that disagreement between them, that's why they can't resolve how to release the students. I'm still wondering where the Nigerian police job will
sorry, I just want to take us back to the IDP camps, because if we don't mention it, it will be in bad taste. They said that they have not taken them to the hospital. Over 90 of them are still there, waiting to be evacuated. Read the story.
Listen, the fact-finding mission went to see them in the hospital. They are right there being taken care of there, but there are 90 that need extra attention. Those
no, they are still in the IDP camps. With the Red Cross are giving them first aid.
Okay, all right. See, we'll wait for them. But I'm sure they're waiting to actually evacuate
and they said that they should come and evacuate them.
Okay, all right.
And if you don't mention it, it's not good.
That's why we have to round up at this moment. We're running out of time. When we come back, we'll take our hot topic today. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back. Welcome back to Your View.
Thanks for staying with us. When we're hurt, it can be a natural human response to want to revenge. The instinct for vengeance arises in many people, but not everyone will act on it. Researchers discovered that people do not just feel good undertaking vengeful acts, but they actually seek out these opportunities to make themselves feel better. So we ask, does it actually make you feel better? to hurt a person who hurt you? Or are there healthier ways to respond? Give us a view on 070-8066-8014. You can tweet to us at TVC Connect. Please hashtag YourViewTVC so you can read your tweets. Who'd like to go first on this matter?
I just want to take, before you people go on, I just want to say, Jesus Christ said if they slap you on one cheek, what should you do?
Turn the other cheek.
Okay, but it's easier said than done. So I was in a relationship once where I felt cheated a lot of times. And you know the way we've been brought up, that when you keep quiet, you know, you will subdue the matter. A woman has to use wisdom in these things. But I realized that whenever I keep quiet, I'm very bitter. But when I now explode and say, shut up, you can't do this, you can't do that, and I express everything in my mind right there and then, it's all gone. I feel better. I'm calmer. No matter what he said to me anymore, there's just peace within. So revenge is sweet in that regard, in that if somebody hurts you, especially in words, for me to respond back immediately or as soon as possible.
And give them the
taste of my venom. Let you just feel my tongue small.
Is the smile?
That is not revenge. You answering back. That's not revenge. Okay. Revenge is something that you plan.
I'm good at it. That
you will plan and you take it meticulously. That this is what I'm going to do systematically. Okay. This is what I'm going to do, and this is the result that is going to.
You sound like an expert in this matter.
Hey, why are you saying that? Tell us.
I've been doing this. You've been strategically planning something.
I take my advice.
You know, we know your story.
Oh my God, that was so. Why can't we know your story?
That was so. You know, we know your gist. Tell us now.
Just tell it, JJ, by yourself.
No, I have no story. I don't say.
I know my husband is watching this one.
Let me help you. Nima, let me let you go, Jerry.
When we just got married, I used to want this, when I'm sick, someone will cook for me, pamper me and all that. And my husband will be like, better go and take paracetamol. You better get up. So, and he's someone that whenever he's down, he wants the pampering and I do it. So one time I now told him, I said, after this one that you are doing to me, be sure the next time you fall sick, you feel me. And that next time, I just didn't, I planned it immediately. He did mine. I planned it very well that I will fall sick. It didn't happen immediately. About 6 or 9 months down the line, he finally now fell sick. I just kept looking at him all through. When he couldn't help you after 2, he said, "You're a heartless woman. How can I be sick in this house? A wife. All my friends' wives, proper wives will take care of their. You better go and take care of And the way he reacted, I felt good. I was like, so now you know.
Oh my God.
Really hot. So, I know how it feels, I know. But we all try to avoid it. It's not good.
We know what the Holy Books say.
But sometimes some people will just put you in that place that you want to, they can share for you just must know how it feels. And you want to be the one to actually pay an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, that kind of thing.
All right. I would still like to hear our viewers' thoughts on this. So please call us in. Send us tweets. Let's hear your own experience concerning this tooth for tooth for an eye for an eye thing.
Sadly, the times that I have tried doing this, like taking the revenge and all that, I always feel like I feel worse. Like I don't feel better.
Story.
No, like
try that.
No, but I've been there and I'm like, oh, my husband did not come back home early today. Tomorrow, oh yeah, let me go and watch movie. From there, I'll eat out, and then I'll be alone. I'll be like, what am I doing? Like, I don't get it, you know.
So never really felt hurt.
Yeah, no. I just think that
you didn't plan it.
Oh, why?
I don't think I've really been that hurt. I want to do back. Yeah, I don't.
I remember
nobody has really.
When my younger brother will be watching and be like, this one. If you can't wake up in the morning and expect me to do house chores and you want to eat breakfast. I will personally make breakfast and remove your portion. I did it well when we were growing up. My father was like, no, Nima, why? So that when he's hungry, he knows that I make an effort to make his breakfast. Why would you just sleep, wake up at 10 and take breakfast? Where's this
funny story? Something happened yesterday when I went to pick my children from school. The class teacher said that the head teacher came into the school, into the classroom, and the children didn't greet. So the teacher, she announced that. So that means that your teacher didn't teach you to greet well. obviously, I'm going to punish her. How many of you want me to punish her? Some people shouted, yes. Some shouted, no. When the head teacher now left, she now said, those of you that shouted yes, stand up. So you want them to punish me. Those of you that said no, walk to me. She now gave each of those that said no lollipop, one by one. I was like, she now said, those of you that said yes. By the time I got to the class, when somebody is dragging, he said, you are dragging your feet. Can't you remember when you were saying they should punish me? I was like, well, you're a teacher, you should let go. She was saying that no, that I have to let them understand what they did hurts me. And even as their children, they must know that the actions they take out is not a joke. There are consequences. That in their mind, that they feel that when they say yes, at least let's just say yes. No, every time you do something wrong, there must be punishments for it. So she said, you are not eating well. Remember when you said they should punish me? Should I punish you?
I will tell one story of my daughter's school and then a personal story of mine. The first one is my daughter's school. They had one teacher, and he was the maths teacher. And every time he would come to the class, he would say, Valerie, what is this? What are you doing?
Oh, Valerie.
Valerie. So the whole class used to say, Valerie, what is it? And I think he must have gotten to hear when he was going to set their maths exam. Everything he hadn't taught them, he set it for them.
Yay.
My daughter came back and said, mommy, that teacher punished us well. Nothing, we must have been hearing us say, Valerie.
Let me take Ajibola's call before we do the next story. Ajibola, are you there?
Hello, good morning.
Morning, thanks for calling. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, good morning. Yeah, I'm Ajibola. I'm calling from Ikodu.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, on this topic of revenge, I think it's a two-way thing. For me, if it's an outsider, maybe me and my clients or people that are friends outside, I just try to protect myself from being hurt by their actions and emotions. But if it is inside, maybe between me and my wife, I think what I just do is I try to be matured. When I have issue with my wife, when I see that, she's getting bitter I just try to backtrack so that peace will reign. But when she tries to do the revenge, I try to also backtrack for her so that, because the essence is for you to have a good family, you must have peace in the house. So that things will just go on smoothly. So forgiving is key in this issue.
Thank you very much, Ajibola. My own, for example, I know that, as I said, I've never really gotten to that point, but I know my mom has used this format where she leaves revenge to God a lot of times. I mean, everything she does, and that God's revenge is always sweet.
I agree.
When God fights your battles, oh Lord. So because of that, even with my husband and spouse, when things happen and I'm really upset about it, when I report to God, I say, if I report this thing to God, when God wants to deal with you, well, so Jegba, you know that, yes, you hurt this girl. So it happens a lot to me. Yes.
I agree totally with you, and I've been on both sides where I'm even unable to revenge myself.
Yes.
And when God fights for me, I will not be the one praying for the person. Exactly. You will even forget what they did wrong to you.
Recently it happened to me. I was actually the person that hurt me.
Yeah.
I actually found myself praying for the person.
It has happened to me several times.
I mean, give
but you see, that's one. Sometimes God seems like he delays. You see, that's one that you will do for yourself for instant gratification is best served hot. Some people say cold. Okay. However you like it.
No, but like I said, even God doesn't delay it anymore.
Hey, Nima.
Even God doesn't delay it.
Damn, pause. Let me take Rogers. I'll come back to you. Rogers, are you there?
Hello, good morning.
Thanks for calling. Oh, Rodiat. Sorry about
Rodiat.
Oh, Rodiat. I do apologize. Yes, Rodiat. Go ahead, please.
Good morning.
Morning.
Because this morning is very important topic. Actually, I just gone through one recently. The school that my kids were before, the professor hurt me. She hurt me so bad that the only option that I had then is just for me to take my children away from that school. Because I'm not in good time with her. I'm not happy with her. So I can't entrust my kids. Because if anything goes wrong, there's nobody I'll go to. Normally, if something goes wrong, I'll go to her and tell her that this is what my kid teachers has done. But since I'm not in good terms with her, I know the only thing for me to do is to take my kids out of, because we've come a long way, both of us, and I've contributed my own quota to the development of that school. But for what she has done, that she tapped me, and I felt so odd. Yeah. And I just take my kids away from that school just to be okay. I know she will not be happy, but I just had to do it to take my own revenge back.
Thank you very much, Rudia. Thank you very much.
So, may I ask a question based on what Rudia had said, that in that situation, if she couldn't take her children from the school, what should she have done to find solace and peace in herself?
Well, see, you can speak up. There's nothing wrong with speaking up. It's worse if you bottle it in. It would kill you. You know, so it's always better to speak up. But the manner with which we speak up, because sometimes when I decide to say, the few times I've done that, like, oh, I want to get back at this person, I'll not be the one at fault, because they'll face me and be like, yes, you know. So I've realized that let me just let it go. Right within the office, there was someone that did something that I just remembered that really, really hurt me, as in really, really hurt me, and I didn't want to face the person because I didn't want to have this backlash of, you are overreacting. So I spoke to 2 other people and they made me calm down. But most importantly, what I did was to look deep within me and say that, let me excuse it away. So she did it because she didn't know. She did it because maybe she wasn't conscious of how hurt it would make me feel. And creating those excuses made me find calm without even confronting her on the issue.
I was going to say something.
But creating excuses for all of us sometimes doesn't take it away. Especially if, because you didn't speak out, this person does it again or does something worse. Especially in relationships.
Okay, let's take a quick break. When we come back, we'd like to take more tweets and calls. It's Thursday, so we're gisting about this all the way, all right? Stay with us, we'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back. Welcome back to Your View.
Thanks for staying with us. I think we have Tokwe from Bariga. Are you still there, Tokwe?
Yes, I'm there.
Thanks for holding. Go ahead, please.
Please, I like what you are discussing this morning, you ladies. I really enjoyed the topic.
Go ahead.
Please, I want to take a revenge on a cheating husband. How can I go about it?
That's a good one. That's a good one.
We don't have answer.
Cheat me, I cheat you.
Wait. Let's hear. Go ahead, Tokwe. Finish first.
Hello, good morning.
Yes.
I like the topic you are discussing.
Yeah, we heard
morning.
you. Cheating husband.
She wants to take it.
How can I take a revenge on a cheating husband? I'm hot right now. Yes.
What? Okay. Just thank you for calling. Why do you want to answer?
I'm giving you
Hello. Tokwe, we got the point.
I would love to answer you, but if I answer you, I will enter trouble.
Okay, so
hello.
Go ahead.
Hello. That's true that nobody can. They can't account for what they are doing, and they cheat women a lot. Please, let's address this issue, and it's affecting all of us. Please.
Thank you very much.
You know, I would love to give you my personal phone number so I can give you the correct advice. But you know, if I should answer you, the trouble I went through, people remove me from the show.
So
let me just.
I think a lot of us have been in this situation where we feel, especially because the person that can hurt us most is our spouse, person that you're in love with. If that person does something, it will really. I've been there. Yeah. But then I think about it that who is it going to pain? Like if I do cheat you, I go out and go and have fun. Who is he going to? Is he really going to hurt him? If I'm sure it will really hurt him, then would I really enjoy it? Answering the questions. I'm not asking questions. I'm saying that would I really enjoy it? So it's not about you can't consciously plan to.
Okay, let me let you come in for a second. Hang in.
Not to choose the godly way.
Okay.
Sit down.
You see this godly advice, all of us know it. Please. I have dealt with cheating partner, and the systematic way, because I was hurt, was to go and write down all my pains, every single word, how I felt it, and sent it to him. That didn't solve the matter.
I was thinking.
I now went on my knees, fasting and praying, because I needed spiritual release from the bitterness within.
That's pause. I need to take the call from beginning.
I will come back.
Momo, are you still there? Sorry for keeping you.
Yeah, good morning.
Thanks for calling. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, you know, I want to take it from the religion angle.
Yes.
like it is said in the Quran, there's this verse in the Holy Quran called Surah Al-Fusilat, Quran chapter 41, verse 34. It says, repel evil with what is good. But if you look at the society we find ourselves today, for me, it is a two-way thing. It is between your spouse and that actually you can forgive. But like outsiders, maybe something that maybe somebody wants to hurt you, like in a gathering. For me, I would advise you retaliate instantly. Then you now forgive yourself.
You will forget. That one you will even forget.
So that's what I believe.
Instantly. You said it hot. So after prayer and fasting.
Hot.
Yes, YK, you and I are on the same page. So after prayer and fasting, the honest truth, I felt relieved that God touched me. I cried. God touched me. I felt relieved. And I chose forgiveness because I'm a Christian. I like to follow the tenets of my religion. And really and truly, I let it go. And then, Morayo, what happened was that when I would find love again, it was better. It was somebody more handsome, richer, more, every committed person who did not look anywhere else, you know. And then this other person now realized what he had and had lost. So God fought the battle on my behalf, you know, without me having any bitterness. If I see that person today now, no bitterness whatsoever.
Like I even saw one of your exes and like, wait, what the heck? Thank God Jumoke didn't go there. That's why I'm like, what the heck?
I'm sure you're talking of the same person.
I saw the guy who said, what the heck? Thank God Jumoke didn't go there. Please, have a call. Adewale from Iju.
Please let me take some tweets.
Adewale, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Good morning.
Please go ahead.
One thing I want us to understand is paying evil with evil is actually not good. I see revenge as a selfish act. Selfish act in the sense that most people do things for one certain reason or the other, and which we don't know sometimes might be deliberate and indeliberate. So when you now pay back that evil with another evil, let me tell you, it might go exponentially and become a critical problem for you too. So what we do sometimes is just give, okay, you get into the office, your boss is just nagging and making noise, and just give him an excuse, and maybe he had a bad day, or your wife did something, or your boyfriend did something. Just take it off your mind. Number one, it frees you. It frees you from emotional burden. But when you start keeping it within you, it keeps building up and becomes a trouble for you yourself. So most times I usually advise people just let it.
Thank you very much, Adewale. Let me come to talk with you.
Sadly, I feel hurt because when we talk about these things like this, I see some people that give the reaction and they do the revenge, and they seem to have a very blissful relationship. Like the husband knows that I have a crazy wife. Honestly, she will go crazy. And then I look at it that this is my patience, this is my prayer.
Okay, I need that spirit. I need that spirit.
There's this woman, her husband used to cheat on her senselessly and with young girls, and she was an Oyibo woman. And then the husband now got very sick and he had cancer. Do you know that it was this woman, all the girlfriends ran away. It was this woman that now stayed and looked after him.
That's my mother's story.
Do you know that in that man's heart, he will know that was the woman.
It has been done so far. No, but who suffered? That's exactly who my mom. My mother stayed with my father. At the same thing.
In that kind of woman's case, she has been vindicated. No. And that man, I'm telling you, throughout that sickness, we'll be begging for forgiveness.
We'll be begging for forgiveness. I understand the spiritual part. I really, as a Christian, I know God has always been fighting for me. But I see some cases where the women take their life, move on, and they are doing so well. And I'm like, that woman that suffers, you know, that has suffered through it all, aged, now seem to maybe enjoy later at her 60s.
High five.
What he lose will go life. So I thought I speak up. I want to get that grace.
But he lose life. Let me take. Check woman when she's the husband is begging her.
I think she should speak. What
she be saying? She will be very sanctimonious.
Let me take Yakub. Then we'll come. Yakub, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Thanks for calling. Go ahead, please.
Yeah. No, please. I need you to say something this morning because there is when you are reading the paper this morning, I think I want us to learn from that paper. There was a thing says that somebody killed our wife. And then I want to relate the story to this very particular one. But you know, he said that the guy put the woman inside gutter, and then the woman, she wake up again, she go back inside the house that you must kill me. Do you know that if the woman does not go back to that house, she will still allowed to repent? Now, if they took the man to court now, I can bet me or you, Morayo, nobody will never sign the death warrant of that man. So, what I'm trying to say in essence is that if somebody hurt you, and then deep down in yourself, you know that you cannot be able to forgive that person. You have to follow what France says. You repent immediately and then you forget it.
Oh, God bless you, Yakub.
But we must vent.
But the Quran also says that
you
must be your revenge must be proportionate to the harm done. Because if you do it over proportionate to what the person done is also a sin. You have to be careful about revenge.
One at a time.
You have to be careful about revenge. I was talking about God himself not being late anymore. Yes. I've had experiences in the past where elderly persons, you know, when an elderly person does something to you as a young person and says, Mule Muje, you know, you're a very young person, I can get away with it. And you feel hurt because, you know, you can't actually go and retaliate at this person. And then you, like my out people say, you call on God. Because God is the fighter of the young child. And then when the retaliation starts, the repercussion starts to come, maybe, and it comes very quick, you yourself will be feeling that, if I had known, you'll be the one praying for the person to get out of it.
Okay, let me take Marvelous from Ikosi. Marvelous, are you there?
Hello, good morning.
Morning, go ahead, please.
Good morning.
I want to ask Jumoke a question. Why is it that people do better to repay in debt than to revenge a crime? Why don't people think of the good things that the person did and repay the debt than revenging? Because to me, I feel that revenge is not everything. If we start doing an eye, if we start doing an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth, we'll be blind and toothless world. And concerning that woman that said that, her husband is cheating, I feel to me the best advice I can give her is she should get her facts right and confront him. Let him know let her tell him the facts that, okay, what is it I'm doing wrong? They should try and sort out these things. Not that it's reventing or going on. I don't believe in revenge. That is what I feel. I feel that the other
Let me share my own story. Thank you very much. Let me share my own story, YK. When I was growing up, my father was known, had well-to-do, but that was the time my mother should have enjoyed him. But she didn't. He was with number 2 and a whole bunch of other things. She was there, but she was there just accepting the whole thing like that.
As a dedicated
Muslim wife. She was just doing like, everything, which is good. Now, 15, 20 years later, we thank God where she is today.
Yes.
She's seen all of us growing up, we are doing well, she's happy, everything, she feels vindicated, yes. But now that we're having this conversation, I'm realizing that maybe if she had really, really given it hot at that time, I don't know if it would have happened. I mean, would they?
You know what they call her?
What would they call her?
Ojowo. No. They have these traditional terms for describing a woman who cannot take the rubbish a husband is giving her.
Really?
It is obvious to the entire society, even today. You know, if something is done to a woman.
Sorry, Nima, that is why they say our mothers are better than us. Because we like to we must find it. Listen,
God will bless you, Tokwe.
They died younger. They looked old.
God will bless you.
They looked worn.
God will bless you.
That's like you will see a 40-year-old. That's a 40-year-old now. We see 40-year-old women now. I'm like,
they are not 25.
But 40-year-olds used to be.
They used to look like 70.
Yes.
Because they were worn and they were. We need to find the balance.
My mother didn't look worn, even though she died young.
Because she's yellow.
But she died young.
We now need to find the balance.
YK, do you know that bitterness of heart will take you to your grave?
No, my mother died because she lost her daughter. Okay. But she saw her children grow up and saw our success. By that time we were toying, we were going around the world, and she witnessed it. So she witnessed it was, look, when my father died, do you know that when my father died, 3/4 of his estate went to her.
Because she was the only.
But unfortunately, when my own father died, nothing. Shishi.
But
so she has suffered all this while, stayed and done nothing. Thank God for the house that she has.
Why do we streamline?
It was even our own house that he now started living in when he fell ill.
Why do we streamline every achievement of a woman? Let me see my children do well. I want my children to do well.
What about me?
I want to do well. I want to live my life to the fullest, have fun, raise my children well, live my life well.
Shall I pray for you?
Everything would
I
not
think
be
I need to pray for all of you.
Let me find comfort
for you to see the light.
Okay, let's take a break.
I want to pray for all of you to see the light. And don't be vengeful.
When YK has finished living her life, she has moved on.
Let's take some tea when we come back. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back. Welcome back to Your View.
Thanks for staying with us. Let's take tweets, please.
Yes, please. I have tweets too.
Bernard says, yeah, but you have to put everything to God's hand. You taking revenge in your hand is very bad. We human beings just love the things of the world. Anyam says, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. Omige says, make una pray for we men. No. If God revenge your own sins, Abba, who go beg for you? Just conclude, every man is a cheat.
Bakari Mahmoud says, revenge for some is good if it will finish on that spot, but one should not shed blood while revenging. I am tense for real says, I don't revenge, I let out at that moment and crush it to avoid stories that touch, so that I can move forward.
Dina Kule says, cheating is wrong, you know. Revenge or payback is worse because you know it is wrong to cheat and you do it.
True. I know this woman who her husband cheated on her, and now let
me pause it for. Let me take Nan. I'm waiting, holding for a while. Nan from Ikorodu, are you there?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Anne. Thanks for calling. Go ahead.
My name is Anne. I'm calling from Ikorodu.
Go ahead, Anne.
Honestly, I would say that revenge is, to me, it's more or less like a bondage. I remember some years back, you know, I got raped and it destroyed a whole lot of things. I just thank God that it didn't destroy my life, you know. I had to stay away from church. I was mocked. I was ridiculed. You know, so many things happened in my life then. But then after some years, like 2 years after the incident, the guy kept coming, you know. He was looking for a way to beg. And then finally when he saw me, and he told me to forgive him, and I forgave him, and you know, I felt very free. I felt relieved of the bitterness and the hatred I had harbored against him for the terrible thing he did to me. So I just feel leaving God to fight the battle is the best thing.
Okay. God will heal you himself.
He has healed her.
Yes, I realized that all I was talking about was talking back. Somebody does something to me, hurts me, and I express it immediately. Revenge is a calculated attempt to do back evil for evil. And because I'm religious, I don't think I've ever done that. What I do most times is just go and pray, you know. And then when you pray and God is doing it on your behalf. For instance, I heard the story of a man who cheated a lady and married someone else. He never had a child. Maybe like 5 years down the line into his own marriage, he now met this lady on the streets again. And they were just talking. How are you doing? I'm married with children. I'm married, though, but I don't have children. And she now said, hey, yeah, sorry. I think the hey, yeah, sorry, coming from her heart, that month, his wife conceived. God had fought on her behalf until they met again. You know, so when you really and truly put everything in the hands of God, he fights on your behalf, and it may seem like it's taking long. But you see, God's own reward or vengeance on your behalf. I said, now you go to beg God.
But we need to draw the line. It has to be balanced, because a lot of people die in depression and die of pain while waiting, you know. So you must ensure that while you're looking unto God, you have let it go in your spirit.
No, it's God that will touch you.
Yes, God will help you. And if you can't do that, then leave.
Femi, are you there? Hello, Femi. Oh, I thought I had a call.
I think that revenge, because revenge is actually bitter. You are bitter. You now start to, you know, because I've learned that, you know, I'm older than all of you, so I have had my own revenge. I've done a lot, you know.
We know.
So we know.
You act like a saint today. But
don't mind that. You are politically correct on
that
this
story
one.
You wanted to tell us, what went on the break? That story, your own story.
Your own.
No, forget about that one. Forget about this woman I know. This woman I know. You know, she's, her husband cheated on her. They got back together. But now she is cheating on this guy. The guy, her husband doesn't know. And I know that if her husband should find out, he'll
just die.
Distraught.
So why did he do it in the first place? You know, that's...
They reconcile now, let's
that's what they always say, when you have a knife, try to cut yourself a bit before you try to stab someone.
What you can take
yourself. And people have these things. When they finally have issues that they're going through, they start to look at the person they've hurt in the past as being the one responsible.
Let me take Yabo. Yabo, are you there?
It's guilty conscience.
Yes, I'm there.
Thanks for calling.
Good
Go
morning.
ahead.
I just want to tell you, I just want to say something about revenge. You know, if you've ever been hurt, I mean, have you ever witnessed somebody cooking up something against you, really cooking up something terrible, something horrible about you? You feel very bad. I just feel that it's time that quenches the taste for revenge. If with time, the thirst for revenge will, as the wound heals, the thirst for revenge quenches. I just think it's a natural process, because sometimes you even want to forgive, but deep down, something in you will never forgive until time heals. I think it's time and God that heals such problems. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Well said. She has said, because she summed it up, because it is natural to feel you want to revenge, but it is spiritual to let it go. And when you let it go, you will feel better, and your revenge will come. Whether you like it or not, it will come.
Yeah, karma.
Law of karma. The law of karma must.
And it's so much sweeter.
I wanted to talk about the scientific research on revenge. Psychologists put a few people together and scanned their brains when they revenge. They found that revenge in the moment is quite rewarding, but is not rewarding for long. So it is short-lived. So what is long rewarding is karma. So you need to go and find peace with yourself. Find peace with your God. Choose forgiveness so that you can let all the bitterness go out of you. And then when God and karma avenges on your behalf, it will be long-lasting reward. Because like YK said, when you are planning your revenge, you are holding bitterness inside. So you are going to live your own life.
You're right.
What you ought to be doing for yourself, for you to improve.
Let me not clarify, concerning my mother's case. She's living that peaceful life. God has blessed her so much. She's thankful. So she feels vindicated on all the sacrifice she made back then.
You know what they say about love and hate. You know what they say about love. They are so far apart that they touch. The same emotions you feel when you love is the same emotion you feel when you hate. And that hate, it burns, and it deprives you of moving forward.
That's why they say revenge is a sword.
I don't think revenge.
Revenge
is a sword. It has two sharp sides. When you think you want to hurt the person back, you might actually be hurting yourself. So that Morel's mom's line is what I'd like to sit and look, watch,
and God will fight.
May I take one last week? Omotola Aremu says, taking revenge is like committing another sin, so you can never be satisfied. Let God act on your behalf.
All right, let's round up on that. Thank you so much. Thank you, ladies. That's all we can take on the show. Have a lovely day. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.